Finland, a land of endless forests, frozen lakes, shimmering northern lights, and a quiet, unshakable strength. It's a place that tops global lists for happiness, education, and stability. But have you ever stopped to wonder where the name Finland even came from? And more intriguingly, why did the people who live there, the Finns themselves, call their country Suomi instead? This is more than just a language lesson. This is a journey deep into the past to uncover the true origin of a nation's name. We'll trace its ancient roots, exploring a story that stretches from prehistoric tribes to one of the most respected nations on Earth. This isn't just the story of a country. It's the story of identity, survival, and the profound power of silence. Our story begins over 10,000 years ago, a time when massive glaciers, miles thick, finally retreated, revealing the land we now know as Finland. The first humans to arrive were hunter-gatherers. They followed the rivers, settled by the lakes, and learned to live in harmony with the vast, dense forests. For them, life was a cycle of survival, fishing in the icy waters, hunting reindeer through the snow-covered woods, and gathering berries during the brief, intense summers. These early people had no concept of a country, no borders drawn on a map. Their world was nature itself, a force to be respected, not conquered. They had no written language to name their home. Their identity was woven directly into the landscape. The geography of Finland forged its people. The harsh, cold winters and the long, dark polar nights taught them resilience and patience. Their deep, almost spiritual connection to the forests and the water became the bedrock of their culture. For centuries, this land and its people existed in relative isolation. The first time they appear in the written record is not from within but from the outside. In the 1st century AD, the Roman historian Tacitus, in his work Germania, wrote about a mysterious northern tribe he called the Fenni. He described them as a primitive, hardy people. They lived simply, wore animal skins for clothing, and survived by hunting. Tacitus noted they were free, unburdened by the ambitions of empires, but lived in what he considered poverty. Most historians today believe that this term, Fenni, was an early reference to the ancestors of the modern Finns and the Sami people. This single word, jotted down by a Roman scholar nearly 2,000 years ago, was the seed. It would slowly evolve over the centuries, eventually giving birth to the name we use today, Finland. Fast forward 1,000 years, to the 12th century. The political landscape of Northern Europe was changing. The Kingdom of Sweden began a powerful eastward expansion, a crusade that brought it across the Baltic Sea. Over time, the territory of Finland was incorporated into the Swedish realm, a union that would last for nearly 600 years. It was during this long period of Swedish rule that the name Finland became official. The logic was straightforward. In Old Swedish, Finn referred to the people, the Finns, and land simply meant, well, land or country. So, Finland was a literal description, the land of the Finns. This Swedish influence was profound. It shaped the country's laws, its religion, and its social structure. Swedish became the language of the government, the courts, and higher education. For centuries, to be educated and influential in Finland meant speaking Swedish. This legacy is so deep that even today, Swedish remains one of Finland's 2 official languages, a living testament to this shared history. So the name Finland is essentially an external label, a Swedish name for a land inhabited by Finns. But this is where the story takes a fascinating turn. While the rest of the world knows the country as Finland, the Finnish people have a different name for their home. They call it Suomi, but what does Suomi mean? This is one of Finland's greatest linguistic mysteries, and there's no single, confirmed answer. Scholars have debated its origins for generations, and several compelling theories exist. One popular theory suggests that Suomi comes from the ancient Proto-Baltic word zing, meaning land or earth. Another theory links it to the word suo, which means swamp or marsh, reflecting the country's wetland-rich geography. A third idea proposes that it simply referred to a specific tribe or region, the people of the land, and the name gradually expanded to cover the entire country. We may never know its exact origin for sure, but what we do know is this: the name Suomi is ancient. It is far older than the name Finland. It's a name that grew from within the culture, from the people themselves. It represents an identity that wasn't given by outsiders or conquerors, but one that was forged in the forests and by the lakes over thousands of years. Finland is the name on the map. Suomi is the name in the heart. The next major chapter in this story began in 1809. After centuries of conflict between Sweden and Russia, Finland was ceded to the Russian Empire. It became an autonomous Grand Duchy under the rule of the Tsar, but instead of being crushed, something remarkable happened. Russia allowed Finland to keep its own laws, its currency, and most importantly, its developing sense of culture and identity. This period under Russian rule, paradoxically, sparked a powerful national awakening. A movement grew to champion the Finnish language and culture, which had long been overshadowed by Swedish. Scholars and artists began to look inward, to the folklore and traditions of the common people. This was the era that gave the world the Kalevala, Finland's national epic. Compiled by Elias Lindret from ancient oral poetry, the Kalevala was a thunderclap of cultural identity. It told epic tales of heroes, magic, and creation, all in the Finnish language. It gave the people a shared mythology, a heroic past, and it united them around the idea of Suomi. Finland was no longer just a geographical area. It was becoming a nation in spirit, with a soul of its own. Then, in 1917, history provided a pivotal opportunity. The Russian Empire collapsed amidst the turmoil of revolution. Seizing the moment, on December 6th, Finland declared its independence. For the very first time, the nation of Suomi was a sovereign and free state. The years that followed were not easy. The country endured a brutal civil war, fought against invasion in World War II, and navigated the tense politics of the Cold War, sharing a long border with the Soviet Union. Yet, through every hardship, through every unforgiving winter, Finland not only survived, it quietly thrived. It built one of the world's most powerful and equitable education systems. It fostered a strong, transparent democracy and a deep societal respect for equality. It earned a global reputation for peace, diplomacy, and integrity. From a remote land of forests, it transformed into a powerhouse of technology and innovation. From a culture of silence, it cultivated a voice of quiet strength and reason on the world stage. Today, Finland is known globally for so many positive things. It's regularly ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world. It's a leader in education, a land of stunning natural beauty, and a society built on trust and balance. The name Finland is recognized everywhere. But the name Suomi, that ancient, mysterious word, lives on in the language and the hearts of its people. It's a quiet reminder of a unique identity, a story of resilience written across millennia. Two names, one soul. The story of Finland's name is far more than just a footnote in a history book. It's a journey through time itself. From the Romang Fenni to the Swedish Finland, to the deeply personal Suomi. It's a narrative shaped by ice forests, survival, and the enduring spirit of a people who found their strength, not in loud declarations, but in quiet determination. This is Finland. This is Suomi, quiet, strong, and eternal. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into history interesting, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories from around the world. We'll see you next time.